What if the next global war is not fought by human soldiers? What if decisions of life and death are made in milliseconds by machines? Right now, China is building an army powered by artificial intelligence. An army that doesn't sleep, doesn't feel fear, and doesn't ask for permission. This is not science fiction. This is the future of warfare. For centuries, wars were won by manpower, weapons, and strategy. Then came nuclear power, then cyber warfare, and now, artificial intelligence. Today, the world is locked in a silent arms race. Not for bigger bombs, but for smarter machines. Artificial intelligence can analyze battlefields faster than any human commander. It can predict enemy movement, optimize attacks, and adapt in real time. No country understands this better than China. Over the last decade, China has made AI a national priority, not just for business, but for war. And what they are building could redefine combat forever. China is developing an entire ecosystem of AI-powered weapons. This isn't about a single new tank or a faster jet. It's a fundamental rewiring of its military doctrine, built on a national strategy known as civil-military fusion. This policy deliberately blurs the lines between the private tech sector and the state's defense apparatus, ensuring that every commercial breakthrough in artificial intelligence can be rapidly adapted for military use. The goal is to achieve what they call intelligentized warfare, a future where AI is not just a tool, but the central nervous system of the entire fighting force. This ecosystem is designed to be comprehensive, covering land, sea, air, space, and cyberspace. First, autonomous combat robots. These are not the remote-controlled machines of the past. They are designed for increasing levels of independence. These machines are designed to patrol complex environments, identify potential threats, and in some scenarios, engage enemies without direct, moment-to-moment human control. They are the new infantry, tireless and unfeeling, capable of operating in contaminated zones or urban warfare scenarios too hazardous for human soldiers. Using advanced computer vision, they process streams of data from multiple sensors: optical, thermal, and acoustic. Their algorithms are trained on vast data sets to distinguish between a civilian holding a phone and a combatant holding a rifle, classifying vehicles, weapons, and human movement with terrifying speed and precision. Next, intelligent drone swarms. Unlike traditional drones that require a dedicated pilot, these units operate as a single, coordinated entity. They move as a collective, a decentralized network where each drone is a node. They communicate constantly, sharing their position, sensor data, and assigned tasks. This creates a resilient and adaptable weapon. Imagine hundreds or even thousands of drones sharing information, dynamically adjusting their formation to map a battlefield, and then converging to attack a target from multiple angles simultaneously. The defensive challenge is immense. How do you stop a weapon that is everywhere at once? Even if some units are destroyed, the swarm's collective AI adapts in real time. It reroutes, reassigns roles, and continues the mission without missing a beat. The loss of one drone is like the loss of a single cell. The organism survives. Then there are the unmanned ground and sea vehicles. Heavy armor is also being automated. There is no crew, no cockpit. The space once reserved for humans is now packed with processing units, advanced sensor suites, and ammunition. This frees the design from the constraints of human biology, allowing for vehicles that are smaller, faster, and more expendable. These machines can cross dangerous terrain like minefields, enter high-risk zones contaminated by chemical or radiological agents, and spearhead an assault without risking a single human life on the attacking side. The same logic applies at sea, with uncrewed submarines patrolling vital waterways and autonomous surface vessels acting as forward sensor platforms or missile boats. And perhaps the most powerful system of all, the AI-driven command and targeting networks that bind everything together. These systems are the digital brain of the intelligentized battlefield. They ingest and fuse unimaginable amounts of data from satellites, drones, ground sensors, radar, and intelligence intercepts. The AI sifts through this noise, identifies patterns, and presents commanders with a crystal-clear operational picture. But it does more than just display information. It recommends actions. It prioritizes targets. It calculates the probability of success for different courses of action. It creates an AI that sees everything, calculates everything, and helps commanders decide faster than any human ever could. This is the race to compress the kill chain, from detection to destruction, down to mere seconds. In any conflict, victory is often decided by who can make the right decision faster. For decades, military doctrine has been built around a concept known as the OODA loop. Observe, orient, decide, and act. It's a cycle of thought and action that every commander must navigate. For a human commander, this process is fraught with friction. Observing the battlefield means waiting for intelligence reports. Orienting means filtering that data through experience, training, and cognitive bias. Deciding involves weighing complex options under immense pressure. Acting means relaying orders down a chain of command. This entire cycle takes minutes, sometimes hours. In that time, the battlefield has already changed. The opportunity is lost. Now imagine compressing that loop from hours into a fraction of a second. That is the promise of artificial intelligence. An AI system observes not with eyes, but with thousands of sensors simultaneously. It orients not with intuition, but by cross-referencing petabytes of data in an instant. It decides based on cold, hard probability, executing its command before a human brain has even processed the threat. Artificial intelligence doesn't hesitate. It doesn't panic. It doesn't get tired or suffer from low morale. It can prosecute a battle continuously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with perfect, ruthless consistency. This fundamentally rewrites the rules of military power. With AI, wars may no longer depend on the size of an army, but on the quality of its algorithms. The paradigm shifts from mass to speed. Fewer soldiers on the front line means a lower political cost for conflict, potentially making the decision to go to war easier. This is the terrifying logic driving a new global arms race. Every major military is now terrified of falling behind, because the gap isn't just tactical, it's exponential. Once one nation achieves a decisive AI advantage, its decision-making cycle could become so fast that no rival can ever hope to react, let alone catch up. It creates a state of permanent strategic checkmate. And in this race, China is moving faster than most. But there is a dark side to autonomous warfare. What happens when an AI makes a mistake? What if it misidentifies a target? What if it escalates a conflict without human approval? In traditional war, responsibility is clear. In AI war, who is accountable? The programmer? The commander? The machine? There is also the risk of chain reactions. One AI system responds to another. Speeds increase, decisions stack. A conflict could spiral out of control before any human has time to intervene. A war started by algorithms. Experts believe that by 2035, major battles could be fought with minimal human presence. Battlefields filled with autonomous machines. Drone skies controlled by algorithms. Command centers run by AI advisors. Nations will compete not for soldiers, but for data, chips, and code. And China is positioning itself as one of the architects of this future. Not just reacting to global change, but shaping it. The question is no longer if AI will dominate warfare, but who will control it. We created artificial intelligence with a noble promise to protect ourselves, to build a shield against the horrors of war. The logic was seductive. We dreamed of a conflict free from human error, emotion, and the agonizing weight of loss. A war fought with surgical precision, where soldiers are removed from harm's way, replaced by tireless, unfeeling sentinels. We sought to reduce human casualties, to make war more efficient, to perfect the machinery of defense until it became impenetrable. But every powerful technology comes with a cost, and the cost of this one is a question of control. We are delegating the most profound moral decision, the choice between life and death, to algorithms that operate at speeds beyond human comprehension. This creates an accountability gap, a void where responsibility vanishes into lines of code. And once machines are allowed to decide who lives and who dies, can we ever truly take that power back? Or does the system, once activated, follow a logic of its own, forever outside our grasp? The future of war is being written right now, in code, not blood. The battlefields of tomorrow are being architected in data centers and simulated in virtual worlds, long before the first shot is fired. The only question is, are we ready for it? Are we prepared for a world where conflicts can escalate in milliseconds, driven by automated systems locked in a deadly, high-speed dance? If this journey into the new age of warfare has opened your eyes, show your support by hitting the like button. Subscribe to our channel to continue exploring the critical technologies that are shaping our future before it arrives. Now, I want to hear from you. Go to the comments and tell me, are autonomous weapons a necessary evolution for national defense, a form of progress we must embrace? Or are we opening Pandora's box, unleashing a force that we will ultimately be unable to control? Your perspective matters. Let's discuss.